The Democrats do it all the time.
No one wants to take that right from you.
Brian, you were saying?
Yes.
Can I say something here? Because
Yes,
I think
Glenn Greenwald. Glenn, go ahead.
The whole context for this conversation is, again, I mean, you just keep going back to it because it's so easy to see. People have this idea of the FBI like, oh, they don't do this sort of thing. Earlier, I think it was Ed who said, wait, why would the New York Times run a puff piece? Do you think they're working with the FBI? Like, that idea to him is so foreign.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It was me.
No idea what the history of the FBI is in this country. They have no idea that the FBI throughout the entire war on terror did this over and over. They would target and trap all sorts of vulnerable Muslims to engage in plots that the FBI created in order to create a narrative that the FBI was needed because there was a much bigger threat of Islamic terrorism than there actually was. The FBI has been infiltrating and then using provocateurs to encourage groups to commit crimes so that the FBI can gain more power, can spread this narrative. You have to be incredibly naive or only paying attention to the news since 2016 and thinking Donald Trump is the only issue, not to understand that this is what the FBI has been doing for decades. And so to have this like naive attitude, like, oh, was the New York Times working with the FBI? That is what the media in this country has been doing.
But you have no evidence of it. You're making it. You're just making theories up.
By the way, if I could just add a nice little colorful detail there, the author of the Ray Epps puff piece that asked none of the questions that would get to the core of his involvement there. It's a total puff piece. You can read it yourself. The author of that, his previous work includes the CIA authorized account of the Sinaloa cartel.
Yeah,
so
the
this
idea
is
of the
like
New York Times, let me say something. The idea that the New York Times is doing cleanup work for the deep state is insane. What Glenn Greenwald was saying is key. I remember the New York Times headline. They can pull it up in there. We're not showing videos or clips. It would be too much here. I remember the New York Times headline like 15 years ago, 97% of Islamic terror plots were hatched and run by the FBI. That was the headline.
We're getting so far
including
away from
the first
point,
World
though.
Trade Center bombing, by the way, which is
Alex, just one really quick thing. You said Ray Epps was one of the last to be charged. He isn't the last to be charged. There's 1,200 people that have been charged. 1,250, I believe.
Who said he's the last to be charged?
Alex said they waited 3 years.
Yeah, they waited 3 years. That's
do you realize that they're still indicting people and they expect that they're probably going to...
They had puff pieces. He was on ABC.
Let me finish my point, Alex.
Oh, my God.
So do you realize that they're still indicting people? There's likely going to be hundreds of people still indicted. Ray Epps didn't get any less a sentence than anybody else that did anything like it.
Well, first of all, they could have hit him with far more serierish charges than they did.
He addressed me.
What would the charge be?
Let me respond.
That's an interesting question. What charge do you recommend? What charge would have been a fair charge?
May I respond to what you said?
Yeah, let Alex respond, and then I want to hear Darren's response.
My God, the man is like a chicken with his head cut off for 3 days, including the day of the event, running around saying, go in the Capitol. He's ramming signs into people. He testifies, I orchestrated this attack.
He did not testify.
And then there was a Jan 6 committee. They asked about this text message. He said, I did that.
The text, he didn't testify that he orchestrated.
No, he testified to the Jan 6 committee.
That he sent the message to his nephew.
No, he testified to the Jan...
That he orchestrated it to the Jan 6 committee?
You keep interrupting because you can't. I'm
not telling the truth.
I'm Michael Jordan slamming on you, and what's going to happen is everybody's going to get this clip.
Yep.
He testified to the Jan 6 committee. They said, "Is this your text message?"
Yes.
He said, "Yes." I told my nephew I orchestrated it. Now stop. Let me finish my point.
Okay.
Thank
you for being honest with it.
You keep honest. He said I orchestrated it. You keep acting like
he testified that he said to his nephew that he said that.
Yes. In a text message.
Okay, there you go.
And he did orchestrate it.
He did testify. So the point is you keep acting like my victory is a failure.
Wait, where's the evidence that he orchestrated it? I'd love to see that.
He said it!
But to his nephew. I text my friends things all the time that are embellishments.
Because you guys, let me finish my point. They're all over every major corporate channel saying this poor little baby. They're saying he was a Fed or an operative or a provocateur for some NGO. He didn't do anything wrong. And when it got so obvious, they finally indicted him with a slap on the wrist. And then you're sitting here saying he didn't testify. He just testified. Whoa.
No, he said he didn't testify that he orchestrated it. He testified that he sent that text to his nephew.
Then he orchestrated it.
But no, then they asked him, Alex, then they asked him if he actually orchestrated it. What was his answer?
In the transcript, he said...
it wasn't that he orchestrated it.
So if I send somebody a message saying a bank gets robbed. I robbed the bank.
Have you ever embellished a text message to anybody that you know? Like you, like maybe not you. I can't see you doing that, but maybe.
Actually, I'm kind of an understated kind of guy.
Alex, you started bringing up a good point. If I send a text message saying I robbed the bank, can I get charged with robbing a bank if I didn't do it?
If they got evidence, he's there.
Exactly. They need the evidence.
And it's not like he's there saying go into the building.
They need
it's
the
not
evidence,
like he's there saying go into the and ramming signs. You're right. He's not there saying go in for 3 days. He's not there ramming signs. You're right. Ray Epps is innocent. He's not there ramming signs.
Can we get back to my question?
Not innocent.
You asked a question.
So my question.
You guys are indefensible.
My question is, what should Ray Epps have been charged with? What law did he break that instead of what he was charged with, I think, was obstructing the proceeding?
Let me respond.
No, he was not charged with that. That's the interesting thing.
He was charged with what
He was
it?
not charged with obstruction of an official proceeding, which would have been a very easy charge and a fairly typical felony
Disorderly
charge
conduct.
given to... Exactly. So wait, let me answer this comprehensively. So first of all, it's extremely strange given how conspicuous and egregious and concentrated his behavior was that he somehow was able to avoid the obstruction of official proceeding charge, number one. Number two, there are even more serious charges they could have given him. In fact, in the series of videos that we put out, there's one specific exchange he had with another guy. He said, when we go in, leave this here. We don't want to get shot. The when we go in, leave this here, he's referring to that individual's bear spray. That individual ends up going into the Capitol, committing violence, and doing a whole bunch of other things. And this is a bizarre case because this guy, who is super egregious, has to this day not fully been charged. His case hasn't even gone to a district judge yet.
So the obstruction case.
So let me give you a sense. Let me give you a sense. Because when we're evaluating these things, we have to compare them to standards applied to others.
Oh, let me stop you. You'll go next. Owen Schroyer, I've known him 8 years. He's a badass guy that helps disabled children and is literally like a super good person. No criminal issues in his life other than protesting. He is with me saying, don't go in. They charge him, and in the charging documents say, Owen's lying. He doesn't work for InfoWars. That's in the charging documents, the sentencing documents. The judge says, I'm putting you in these months in federal prison because you just questioned the election again and gave 3 examples of where he did it.
No,
so Owen spends months in a federal prison.
Why don't you talk about the deferred agreement that he had in 2019?
No, I agree. I will. Code Pink runs around and protesting. He put tape over his mouth when they were letting leftists run around and throw red paint in Congress. And they said, sir, you can't do that.
And he agreed that he wouldn't do it. And he did.
And he didn't protest. He went there to cover it as a journalist.
He was in a restricted area, though.
No, he was on. Listen, Ray Epps has not spent. Listen. Owen is there with me saying, don't go in. He agreed he would not protest. He was there saying, don't go in the Capitol. And you're not going to defend him going to prison.
But he pled guilty to everything that he got charged with.
Because it's a rigged D.C. court.
Or he.
Oh, you laugh because that happened to you yet.
Or you could explain.
It's funny because, like, the problem is on our side. We've got testimony under oath. We've got judicial rulings. We've got jury trials. We've got full videos. Not 15-second clips.
Got the video.
We have all of these. We have all of these pieces of evidence.
And you say
I can't finish a single statement.
Yeah, wait, let Stephen continue.
Yeah, the problem
let me
is.
tell you something. My reporter deserves to
problem-
go to jail for being there and trying to keep people going to the building.
He had a deferment. He pled guilty.
Yeah,
he did it.
What do you do in a rigged D.C. court?
Fight your case.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're innocent. Fight if you have evidence that you're innocent. Fight, but there was no evidence because he broke the agreement that he signed, and then he pled guilty and said, "I broke the agreement that I signed," and agreed to the sentence that the sentencing guidelines.
And Trump shouldn't be able to run for office.
Also, this entire argument has been you again arguing for an insurrection, for rebellion. All we have, everything we have over here, is actual testimony under oath, actual judicial rulings, actual rulings by judges, actual rulings by Supreme Court. I can't finish. I have to be able to finish. I got to be able to finish. I got to be able to finish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can provide these arguments. We can provide the evidence. We can provide the testimony. And all you do is go, oh, well, I don't trust the courts. Oh, well, I don't trust statements made under oath. Oh, well, hasn't the FBI done this in the past? You can skirt by providing hard evidence. I got to be able to finish one thing.
You know how much a criminal...
You can skirt by.
Said, why you can skirt by.
You can skirt by on providing any hard evidence for literally a single claim that you've made today. There hasn't been any evidence provided to support any of the claims made today. And you are hand brushing away every single other claim that's made, literally testified under oath by people that were loyal to Trump, by people that
Nothing
Trump
but evidence.
trusted
Nothing but
over and
evidence.
over and over again. And
Nothing
at
but
the end of the day, like, what could you possibly be
evidence.
advocating for
Nothing but
besides an
evidence.
insurrection? I can't even
Owen,
finish the thing.
oh, yeah, you just
I think it's
said-
because when I talk, you get really afraid.
No,
I actually
you're
respect.
afraid.
I appreciate that.
You just said,
I understand. Okay.
You just said, when I defended Owen, you just said, here you are advocating for insurrection again. Exact quote. A guy saying, don't go in the Capitol as a reporter, and you don't even stand up for the First Amendment. Or
You
other
don't trust the
journalists.
court? Do you trust the courts?
I don't think most Americans do, and that's when you have real
Okay, if you
revolutions.
don't trust the court, real revolution. What do we do in a real revolution?
Hey, listen, we're not trying to go there right now.
We are there right now. We just were. It's January 6th.
But
If there
listen,
was any time to go
don't
there,
worry.
don't touch me.
If
Okay,
there-
listen.
if there is one,
where would you?
If there is one, you're going to lose.
Sure.
buddy.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, where is didn't like 4 people dying on January 6th from obesity and meth? If these are the people we have to fight, I think we'll be okay.
Ashley Babbitt, you're dehumanizing her? Was she on meth?
I don't think she was one of the 4 that died from meth. She died from the gunshot.
No, did she deserve to be shot?
She was trying to climb into an area where federal agents were saying, if you climb in here, I'm going to shoot you.
Federal
So,
gods?
federal
If it
gods?
was your house,
I'm sorry,
would you
do
shoot
federal
them?
agents not have the right to shoot
So
people?
would you have pulled the trigger on her? You like that?
If I was one of the federal agents there and I thought it was
Their
appropriate
job
to do so,
is to
yeah.
Watch that
protect.
video?
Their
I
job
watched
is
that
to
video, yes.
protect
You
the
watched that
people
video, you
inside.
like that?
Do I like that? No, you guys were the ones cheering on the other side of that.
All right, I think
I was
we
cheering
got
on
a
her.
little
You
derailed.
guys were cheering
talking
for it the
about-
entire time.
Talking about Owen, we
you're
got a
sick.
little.
Wait, I want to know, what do we do if we don't trust the courts? We
You're
don't
a
trust
sick
the courts. We
person.
don't trust the president.
Hey,
we
does
don't
Julian
trust.
Assange deserve to be in prison?
What? I'm not here to talk about Julian Assange or
You
the
wanna
rest of your
put-
friends, okay? Tell
wanna
me,
put
what
ju-
do we
you
do
wanna
if
put
we don't
journalists in
trust?
prison.
There's a reason he won't answer the question. The reason why is because he answers
No,
rebellion and
your
insurrection.
questions
There's
are
a reason
fake.
why they
Something
marched
you're
saying
saying.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to-
I talked
We
about-
are
let's
going
get
to
this
get
straight.
back to.
I talked about Owen, who was there peacefully and said, don't go in. And he said, you're defending insurrection. Everybody's going to play that quote. That's not true.
Okay, I think, and you know what I agree. I think claiming that that is a defensive insurrection is different. You were defending maybe Owen.
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to get back to Darren because there was a question that was we took a tangent, and also Glenn, I think you look like you're about to say something. So if you wanted to speak first.
Yeah, go ahead, let Darren go ahead first on just to close the Ray Epps thing, but I do want to say something as well about what I've been hearing.
I'm fine.
What charges do you think he should have gotten?
Oh, I think he could and should have gotten far more serious charges. The first example is the easiest and most readily available: obstruction of official proceeding, which is basically the standard charge for people who have done far less egregious things than Epps.
No, but it really isn't, though, because the only people charged with that, I believe, are the people who went into the House chamber.
No.
The people that walked through the Capitol did not get charged with that.
First
It was
of
the
all,
people who-
that's not the case, and second
I
of all,
believe it is.
that's not an ironclad
somebody
law.
can Google that
That's
and
not
let
an
us know.
ironclad law pertaining to the application of that charge. Secondly, there's a
Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody in the house. Sorry, forgot this debate was on. I should have rescheduled the live, but we're gonna have a quick live. I'm gonna just do the little video. But let me let me get it together. I'm sorry. I got all of the debate. I forgot that it was even coming on tonight about January 6th. I was going to do something about January 6th, but we're going to keep rolling on with the show. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Thank y'all so much. I hope everybody's night is going good. They're having a good weekend. Get a little music going in the background. Turn it down a little bit, buddy. It's been one of them days. I'm sorry. Appreciate the pull up. I actually had a video about January 6th. We're gonna play that real quick. But like I said, I started watching that debate and I totally got lost. We're gonna play this video real quick. I just wanted to come in real quick and say appreciate the pull up. Yeah, but just wanted to come in real quick and say appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. Let's see, that'll do me all up. We're gonna run with the video real quick. I might just make it a quick live real quick so I can get back. Then I could kind of comprise it because it was going. But I'm gonna run the video real quick. All right, yeah. Appreciate the pull up. What is going on, everybody? Appreciate the pull up. This is just a couple pre-videos before we get the live going. Just trying to, mix it up, trying some different things, couple pre-recorded videos before we actually start the live. See how that goes. But what's going on, everybody? Appreciate the pull up. It is the 6th of January. Happy anniversary to everybody in America. I know you're like, what anniversary? Of course, the anniversary of the storming of the Capitol. You know, trying to overturn that election. But nevertheless, but before we get that started, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the likes, the shares, the support, the watching of the video. We got to get the video hours up, so that's why we're gonna start doing more videos. We gotta get that watch time up. But thank you guys so much for the support. As a matter of fact, let's check it out real quick. How we doing over here, man? And once again, before I get started, if you are, I can't really talk about watch time, but like if you're trying to get subscribers, man, start doing them shorts, man. They have really been paying off for you. I dropped like 2 earlier today. We can go to them. Man, I just want to thank y'all. We are at 1,461 subscribers. Like I always say, without you, there is no more. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That is an excellent thing. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. But like I said, if you're trying to get subscribers, you start dropping them shorts, man. Because I literally got like I dropped these 2 earlier, and I want to say between the 2 of them, I got like, let me see, I want to say between 5. No, I think one of them got 5 and the other one got 9. Okay. Hold on. Oh no, but anywho, no, I guess I can't. I'm messing up. But anywho, I just want to thank y'all so much for that, and let me. But yeah, man, if you're trying to get shorts, I would suggest that you, if you're trying to get subscribers, I would suggest that you start dropping shorts, man. They really do help you get subscribers. Like I won't ever say that they equate to getting watch time, at least on your videos or anything like that. But definitely it get you some subscribers if you got a few. Keep messing with the wrong stuff. Okay, we can rock with that for a little bit. That's too loud. Let me turn this down a little. I don't really sound loud. Okay, it ain't too loud. That's perfect. Let's switch it over. We are going to be talking about January 6th for a little bit. And as I was watching this, of course, Trump is at a rally. Get me back up in here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. This is trouble. Okay, it's there. Let's play a little bit of it real quick. I want y'all to see something else.
What kind of a world did we have? We had closed borders.
Not yet, not this one.
We were respected abroad. And what do we have now? A mumbling, fumbling, stumbling moron in the White House.
I might have to use that with
We had a president that respected and protected Trump looked like. Well, let me tell you something. A disrespectful little shit.
I don't know what he say there.
You a disrespectful for our national anthem. Because what does it mean when you kneel for the national anthem? Kneeling for the national anthem does not make you brave. It makes you a disrespectful little shit.
that's so funny, man. This is the essence of it. This is the essence of it right here. Our country, our First Amendment, we're built upon these principles that we have the right to express ourselves. That was just his right. That's what he was just expressing his right. That is just so crazy to me, man. And y'all forget about it, man. That's why I died. We're gonna talk about it a little later, but let's continue. This ain't what I want to do. I ain't even shoot up.
What else? Spoiler alert, you're a dude. You fit under that category.
I'm gonna have to use this. See, this is the right here. I'm about to show you. This is the right here.
And by the way, if you fit under that category, if you're a biological male, I've got a strong message for you. Stay the hell out of female sports.
I'm gonna make it short, but okay, it was meant for me to pass on. Here we go. Let's see this here.
And on June 14th, 1946, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God gave us Trump. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, fix this country, work all day, fight the Marxists, eat supper, then go to the Oval Office and stay past midnight at a meeting of the heads of state. So God made Trump. I need somebody with arms, strong enough to rustle the deep state, and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to ruffle the feathers, tame cantankerous World Economic Forum, come home hungry, have to wait until the First Lady is done with lunch with friends, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon, and mean it. So God gave us Trump. I need somebody who can shape an axe, but wield a sword, who had the courage to step foot in North Korea, who can make money from the tar of the sand, turn liquid to gold, who understands the difference between tariffs and inflation, will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, but then put in another 72 hours. So God made Trump. God had to have somebody willing to go into the den of vipers, call out the
Are we back? Are we back? Some guys is going on with my computer. I don't know. It's freezing. 1, 2. Hold on. Let me see. Can you hear? Okay, I can hear. I don't know what's going on. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this one real quick. Man, thank y'all for pulling up. My apologies about that. And I done threw the new little background up too, man. I'm so sorry. We go get it together though. We go get it together. I don't know what's going on. Let me check my computer. I'm gonna try and hop back on in a hot second. I'll be right back. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.